This episode of the Damage Guild podcast is sponsored by listeners like you. Join the guild at patreon.com/damageguild to receive exclusive perks, member rewards, and bonus content.
Previously on the Damage Guild podcast.
The fate of the world is at stake. It's us against history.
Let's go in and show those cultists what we really mean.
I mean, we're probably not going to make it.
You slowly push open the heavy door and reveal a throne room with cultists arranged along both sides. An unnatural violet glow also radiates from a magic circle near the far end, just short of the dais, atop which rests a man in a black cloak sitting on the throne, scepter in hand and crown on his head.
Welcome, friends. I expected you sooner. The ritual is nearly complete. You will not live to see the brilliance of tomorrow's dawn.
He lifts one arm and slowly uncurls a finger.
Kill the heretics.
The second lightning bolt manages to shock 3 of them. Another flash of light floods the room.
Oh, they died near the ritual.
So they count as the sacrifices instead of us.
The calling can no longer be stopped.
If it doesn't matter, we kill them all.
Shabba, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I don't like getting struck by lightning, although I do like making others suffer with lightning strikes. So I'm going to leave this storm area and head to the left side of the room where one of the pillars is and see if I can get a clear shot at the remaining ritualist from kind of a shadowy area of the room.
Ooh, I think I see what you're setting up there.
Yeah, you can get a pretty clear shot off, kind of between the other column and one of the other cultists.
Okay, and it's pretty shadowy over there, huh? Pretty shadowy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're also invisible, so I'm not sure the shadows make a whole lot of difference.
That's true.
Yeah, that's fair. So then I think I'll go ahead and use an attack action to make 2 attacks aimed at the ritualist here.
Do you have an ongoing hunter's mark, or have you sandbagged that?
I do not. I lost my hunter's mark. I failed a concentration check and lost it. So I could, as a bonus action, hide. But does that really do anything more for me since I'm already invisible?
Probably not.
I mean, if your invisibility was to break.
Are there any bonuses for attacking somebody while being hidden?
The first attack would be given with advantage, but then that would break your hide. They would know where you are.
Oh.
But if you're invisible, then you get the advantage the whole time.
Oh, sweet. So if I were to, say, use my bonus action to hide instead of doing anything else with it, because I don't think I have anything else to do with it this turn, then I could get advantage on my first attack?
You have advantage regardless because you're invisible.
Oh, okay.
And since they can't see you, you just have advantage on your attacks.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh, okay.
If you were to hide, then if your invisibility gets broken, then you would get that benefit.
And I would get add advantage, which is advantage on advertisements.
Mm-hmm. It is called the Shadow Hide Armor, right? Because you're in the shadows,
Shadow
and then
Drake
you hide.
Armor. But
it's the Shadow Drake Armor. We should rename it to the Shadow Hide Armor.
Shadow Hide Armor, yeah.
Because you hide in the shadow.
That's true. That's fair. All right, so I'll take my first shot. Those are not great rolls. 17 is my highest.
17 would hit, except that the mage puts up the shield spell and blocks it.
Oh no!
That shield
Blammo.
spell.
After all this time, it's finally been used against us.
Oh my. Okay, and that guy has still not been hit yet, huh?
Correct.
All right, I will take another shot. Hopefully roll better this time, since he's got shield. Okay, much better. That's a 27 this time.
That hits.
All right. And that's, I rolled minimum. Womp womp. 5 damage.
Okay.
So I will use my extra attack action to just make one more attack.
Yeah, but now he's wounded.
Yeah, so it's a 23 this time.
That hits.
Alright, so I do get the extra die from my Colossus Slayer, thanks Tokas, and slightly better that time, 12 damage.
Okay.
And then since my movement speed is doubled, I would like to run in a circle around this pillar that I'm near as much as I can until my movement runs out. And then I will end my turn.
By hiding in shadows.
Yes.
Well, it is that Mage's turn now. I mean, since you ran around a bunch, he doesn't know exactly where you are, but he knows roughly where the arrow came from.
Gotta keep them on their toes, right? Keep them guessing.
Mm-hmm.
He begins to cast a spell, lets out his low, deep voice in his arcane gestures, and releases a cloud of yellowish, greenish fog that spreads and fills pretty much the whole back left corner of the room.
Oh, I think he just farted, you guys.
Where Shabba, Azlo, and Captain Clapton are, along with one of the cultists.
Oh.
So all of you are blinded by the fog. You can't see anything. You start coughing and gagging uncontrollably on this nasty fog. You can feel it eating away at your lungs and your eyes and everything.
Ugh. Wow. It's like dissolving our flesh?
Ugh.
That's intense.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Nasty.
Do we get a save to avoid like any of this by any chance?
Well, it doesn't actually take effect until it's your turn. And then you'll get a saving throw.
Oh, well, that's nice of it to wait.
How courteous.
It's a polite stinking cloud.
Actually, before he cast that spell, he would back away just a little bit from Elendria.
Does she get an attack then?
So, yes, Elendria will attack once.
Alright.
But better to take the attack before casting the spell rather than afterwards. So Elendria does hit.
Nice.
Lenge.
And his shield is down now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess he might have a fresh one.
Yeah, the shield goes away, but he's not casting it again for this attack.
Isn't shield a reaction anyway?
Yeah, you can still take a reaction on your turn.
Oh, that's right. That was on my turn that he did.
Right, she did hit him pretty hard, so he's weakened, but he still gets his spell off, and then retreats, or against the back wall, up next to Sharakath. Next is Elendria's turn. She has too many enemies around her and is in too bad of a shape to try to run away and attack him. Actually, this might be the time for her emergency healing potion, unless someone else is planning on healing her pretty soon.
Seems like the time.
It does indeed.
Yeah, it means she can't do anything else.
We've unlocked Elendria's second form.
Yeah, she mutates.
What kind of a healing potion is it? Is it greater or...
I think it's greatest.
The 8d4 plus 8, whatever that one's called.
The really awesomest healing potion, probably.
Yeah, I mean, nobody she's near seems hurt, so I think she'd logically take her potion.
She's probably not going to take anyone else down, and she really doesn't want to die with what she's been seeing. So she heals a decent amount, but she's still significantly wounded. And unfortunately, that's all she can do for her turn. So, Tokas.
All right.
You have 7 guys surrounding you.
Yes.
2 of them are injured.
NBD.
They can continue to break their arms on the armor of the Wrathgaunt Hills, because I am going to use the armband of Altoria.
Nice.
And I'm going to expend a charge as an action to grant resistance with the resilience ability, because I can see her, right?
Elendria? Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's
All right.
past several people, but you can see her.
I like cinematographully, I'll reach out my little arm.
Cinematographully.
I'm reaching for Elendria, like, past, like, the knees of the cultist in front of me. And I'm like, Elendria, I will lend you this armband strength. Be encouraged. Be of good cheer.
All right.
And that's like my whole turn, you guys.
What? What? Say what?
Because if I do any movement, yeah, if I do anything else.
And it's a full action to cacophonously cowboy cleat, right?
Yes, as an action. Yeah, to stomp.
Because, I mean, if there's any time to do it, the time is now.
Yeah.
True.
So I would like to use my bonus action to move my hex. To whom, though? Because I can't move it once I've moved it. Should I focus the guys around me, or should I still try to take out the caster? Well, I really can't shoot the guy. I have a million mooks on me, right? I would have disadvantage if I tried to fire vial.
I mean, I think that we can be pretty sure Sharkoth wasn't lying about the calling being unstoppable now, because he would have had to lie to all of his men to say that, which I wouldn't put it past him necessarily, but still.
Yeah, I mean, if we're assuming that that's the case, then yeah, I guess we should get the AoEs going and just kill the rest of them. I'm going to move my hex to that badly, this bleeding out enemy near me, whoever's most wounded surrounding me.
Okay. I mean, better them than us, am I right? If some souls are going to get sacrificed to this, it might as well be theirs.
And I'll end my turn.
All right. So Sharakath's right-hand man is flanking Alindria, and he takes 2 attacks.
Oh, no.
Both hit.
Oh, no. Alindria!
Not like this. Not like this.
A lynch.
Well, she's got...
Resistance.
Is it half damage to...
All physical damage types, I think.
Yep.
It is resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons.
Okay.
Ooh.
I figured the mooks near her wouldn't have magical weaponry potentially.
Yeah.
But I figure the henchman does have a magical weapon. For sure. Right? I mean, there's no way it's not magical.
Well, let's not will it into existence. We don't need to go that far.
Yeah. You just have to think positive, Tokas, and everything will work out in your favor.
That's what Azlo's grandpappy always used to tell me.
Wait, you knew my grandpappy?
Dude, obviously.
This whole time, I never knew. Wow.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Ruh-roh raggy.
Okay, well, the first one deals 24 damage, cut in half.
Okay.
Oh, it is getting cut in half.
She's cut in half. Oh no, Alindria.
It is cut in half, except it also is dealing extra damage on top of that.
Yeah, he deals 24 damage and cuts her in half.
I was really concerned for a second there.
And then it's another 27 damage on top of that.
Oof.
Extra effects.
Ouch.
I thought that she was a fellow fighter. Wouldn't she have second wind?
She's not a fighter. I didn't build based on classes. I just kind of picked abilities that I thought worked.
She's a warrior, not a fighter.
Well, that second attack brings her down to...
No.
Wait, hold on. Brings her down to the cusp. She is barely still standing.
Wow.
Was the 27 cut in half as well?
No, it's not bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Oh, no.
You don't know exactly what happens, but he's got some sort of nasty effect. Actually, she's going down regardless because she's got that second hit. Yeah, second hit does, unfortunately, cause Alindria to fall.
How many times can one woman be cut in half? No. It's not fair. It's a cruel, cruel world.
With his second stab, he thrusts it into her gut. She grasps it, falls down to the ground. No! She's...
Alindria.
She was my first love.
I never got a chance to tell her. Shabba runs over and kneels down next to her and takes her face in his hands.
I don't care if I turn visible again, Alindria.
That's so many party attacks just vaporizing. No, she was a mentor. She was a friend. And also lots of our party's damage.
For Tokas, mostly party damage.
I'm trying to determine damage to see if she dies outright.
Wow.
Wait, does that mean the ritual has accepted all the souls at will? Maybe it's not the end.
Yeah, I figured her soul would just... bloop.
Yeah.
There's hope for her yet.
Just like a milkshake, just like a soul milkshake through a straw. Just right into the ritual.
I mean, I'm not a dungeon master, although I've pretended to be one once.
I have played one on TV.
If a hero goes down, do all buffs on them evaporate?
Debuff. I think they do.
No.
No, we've encountered this before, remember? Someone was resistanced in one of our battles, and they went... Or there was an effect on somebody. I thought it was the resistance from the armband, and they went down, and when they came back up, they still had it? Why is that familiar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, as long as it doesn't end when their own concentration ends or something, then it keeps going.
Okay.
So that's why it's a corner case.
So she still has resistance, and she is still alive, possibly because of that.
Alindria!
That was a very powerful second hit, but it didn't quite kill her outright.
Outright, yeah.
So there might be a chance to save her.
Thane, you're doing a great job making me feel like I didn't waste the armband. and I love you for it.
Well, and her massive healing potion.
Oh yeah, I mean that was definitely part of it. That the resistance wouldn't have done nothing.
Both of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now several of the mooks get to go.
Oh no.
First off, 2 of them are in the cloud, so they're going to make saving throws.
And they vomit on me uncontrollably. Or maybe it's like mustard gas. What does it taste like, guys?
Mustard. Yeah, basically mustard.
Everyone knows that's what mustard gas really tastes like.
I take out a hot dog and some ketchup. Might as well, when life gives you
Just
mustard,
scoop it out of thin air and
yeah.
slather it on.
When life gives you mustard, make a hot dog. That's what I always say.
When life gives you mustard gas, make a hot dog.
The cultist that's next to you that was already... Actually, no, you can't even see what's going on. Never mind. Stuff happens in the cloud.
What happens in the clouds?
Stays in the
Tokas, you can see that the one that's just barely inside the cloud next to you is trying to run out of it. So you can use your reaction if you choose to attack him.
I don't think I should. There's a good chance that I might want to. Well, what do you guys think?
Do you have a slot left for shield?
So I might want to shield just to try to keep the uptime on Hex.
Yeah, I mean, considering you're surrounded by 7 cultists, I would save the reaction.
Well, some of them are going to move to me, probably, right?
Yeah.
I might get more attacks on me this turn because Alendria's down.
No one else is probably going to run into the cloud to attack you.
Yeah. I mean, they're welcome to if they want to, but...
I don't think I'd kill the guy. I think I'd rather keep my reaction, I think.
Okay, so he runs out of the cloud, circles all the way around everyone else, and still is able to join in the attack.
Yeah, fills the empty slot that you were so worried about before.
I think I'm going to take a lot of hits.
I think you're right.
You are too.
I'd love to keep the Hex going.
So 21 AC, dealing with 2 attacks right now, or 2 attackers right now. Miss. Hit.
Okay, I should probably shield, right, guys? Because it's the beginning of lots more attacks, right?
Yep.
Like, why not?
Yeah, it's the start of something big.
Yeah, let's convert these level 1 spell slots into something meaningful. So I'll use 1 more first level spell slot, and I have 1 remaining.
Alright, so you deflect that attack that would have hit. The other ones that are going now don't have any targets that they can see. So they're just going to spread out and try to position themselves for next time. So one of them runs behind one of the pillars off to the left, the other one runs behind a pillar off to the right.
He's a long way from the comfort of his home and parrots.
Yeah.
Aslo, it's your turn. Make a Constitution save.
Oh boy, would I love to. Here we go. Have I used my session inspiration yet for this battle?
No.
Don't think so.
Think so.
Don't think so.
I think now is the time.
Do you want to use it here? We don't know what the cloud does.
We did opt to save them.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jay. I think we haven't used any, the 3 of us.
Yeah. I don't know what the cloud does, but I know what the cloud does.
Yeah, we don't know what the cloud does. I mean, like, you guys might be able to metagame. You might know that that's stinking cloud or something. I don't know.
Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be a fear effect, would it, Thane?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm going to use my session inspiration. All right. Well, that's an 8 and a 1 on the dice, but I'm a halfling, so I'm going to reroll the 1. All right, 14 plus con save, you said?
Yes.
So 15.
That is not enough.
No.
Brutes Magoots.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's not the worst effect you could have on you, but you do take 23 points of damage.
Oh, ouch.
Yikes.
It matters because that's now a concentration check for Brian.
Yep.
DC 11.
11. Okay.
Concentrate.
That is the worst thing I could possibly roll, a 2. So,
Oh, it wasn't a 1.
Golly.
yeah.
Okay, so there goes the invisibility.
So Shabba becomes visible, but you're still hidden inside the cloud and in the shadows. So you're visible, but you're still not really visible.
Just where I want to be.
Okay, well that was fun. Yeah, I think Alendria going down actually helped me out a little bit. It made my decision a little easier. The bad news is, I only have 1 spell slot left.
That's not true.
But yeah, that's not entirely true.
Right.
It's not entirely true.
The good news is, it's my 5th level slot. So I think I would like to lob a psychic grenade right into the middle of this whole group of cultists, right in the middle of the room. And
Okay, you're going to have to get somewhere where you can actually see them.
that's true, I am. So I want to run out of the cloud.
And the storm.
And the storm, exactly. And then I will emerge coughing and gagging. And then I will get all of the cultists in the middle of the room with that.
Is it going to hit Alenge, though?
Yeah, but she's down.
But it'll do more damage to her and make her fail her death saves.
That's true.
Yeah. What is the radius? Could we see mechanically, and maybe we can make some suggestions for placement? I mean, ultimately, Brian, you got to make the decision on who's. Oh, that's big.
Oh, it's big.
That's how big it is.
Yep, 20-foot radius.
Oh, wait,
Holy
couldn't you
shnikes.
push it to the limit then?
Take
I
it
feel like
to the limit.
you could get. If I'm going to be in the blast and Alendria's going to be in the blast anyway, and why not push it further?
Well, you could probably put it against the wall and get Elendria out of it, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. It's worth getting me in there.
And you get an extra cultist.
That's a good call.
Oh wait, don't you got to push
Yeah,
it
there you
there?
go. Yeah, push it up one.
There you go.
Right there.
Perfect.
Because I think this might be an effect that I have advantage against because I'm a gnome.
Okay.
Yes.
It's psychic damage.
That would require an intel. Yes, so if it's a mental stat or ability score, then yes, Tokas, you have your gnome cunning comes into play.
Yep, int whiz or Chaz saves.
Ooh. Dude, a little bit of wombo combo there.
There you go.
Yeah, party synergy. They come to me, and then you blast them.
Finally, in our final episode, we now have party synergy. Good job, guys.
Yep.
We've had a little bit of synergy here and there.
Achievement unlocked.
All right.
This feels great that you won't hit Alendria.
Yeah, that is a lot better.
So you run coughing and gagging out to the right side of the room, see an opening where you can place your spell that'll only hit Tokas and a bunch of the enemies and not Elendria.
Yeah, kind of right in between the two pillars on the right side of the room. And it encompasses about 8 or 9 cultists and Tokas, and that's about it. So, everyone in that group makes an intelligence save.
Alright.
As this bomb of psychic energy goes out into the room.
Psychic frag.
Yeah.
And the DC is 18.
18, yep.
Ocho teen.
That is how you say 18 in Spanish. That's true, Jeff.
Yes, indeed.
Rolling. Let's see how we do.
Fail, 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 fail. Fail, fail.
Yes. Yes.
Fail, fail.
Oh, I passed it.
Nice.
And Coogie passes.
Yeah, I rolled a 3, and then I rolled, plus 5, and then I rolled a 16, plus 5.
Sweet.
Wow.
So all of the mooks failed.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 8d6 psychic damage.
Holy shnikes.
I almost rolled 68. Okay, 8d6. Hold on, let me get out all my dice.
I mean,
here.
I still take half damage here.
Yeah. It's still not fun.
Is it doing something other than the damage? Does it have like an after effect?
It is, but only if you fail. 2, 4,
Oh, what does it do if you fail?
7. We'll find out in just a moment. Tokens.
If anyone's still alive to...
Yeah, to see it.
All right. 2, 4, 6, 7, plus 1 more. Plus 5 is 24 psychic damage.
Is that with your charisma bonus on top?
It's just straight 86.
Oh, it's just straight.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So you take 12,
12.
and anyone who failed has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, they roll a d6 and subtract the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its concentration saves to maintain concentration.
For 1 minute?
Well, they're going to have to do that in the afterlife, I think.
For 1
They're
minute.
all dying.
The target can make an intelligence save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success.
Okay, well, you bring down 6 of the cultists.
Wow.
So there are 3 of the lesser cultists plus the right-hand man who are still standing.
Ooh, guys, don't let me forget. If I fail a saving throw, I can re-roll it as a 9th level fighter.
Dude.
Once.
Wow, that's cool.
Per short rest? Oh, no, long rest. But I have to use the new roll. Okay. That's got to come up. There's going to be another saving throw for Tokas at some point this combat.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You see more flashes of purple light from the circle in the middle of the room as all of these cultists fall.
Oh boy.
Yikes, dude.
Do you have your bonus action to heal or no?
I have a bonus action, but I can't cast 2 spells in the same turn.
Right. And you can't drink the potion either.
Yeah, that's an action.
Is there anything you can do to not get massacred?
I was going to say I want to hide behind the pillar. That's about it.
You still have movement left, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, what if the ritual is not reversible, but every soul that gets sacrificed before it ends, like, powers up the Emperor? Just makes him, like, Super Saiyan, like, and increases his power level by, like, 9,000 for each soul beyond the required number.
Oh, boy.
Increases his power and toughness based on the number of creature cards in your graveyard.
Exactly, yes.
Exactly.
He is
Nice.
Tarmogoyf.
Thane making the first Magic the Gathering
Wow.
reference in the whole show.
Altoria Goyf.
There's a lot of firsts in our final episode here. This is crazy.
Right?
Yeah. I will say, I feel like we were starting to have our back against the wall, so I feel like we couldn't do this fight without killing more mooks anymore.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how long did we expect me to tank?
We can't just sit there and let him wail on us.
Yeah, your invisibility broke. It's like all the things are starting to go wrong. So I think, I think you made a good call, Brian. I liked what you did there.
Yeah,
Thanks.
good.
And you know what they say: win the battle, lose the war. So it's all good in the end when you think about it.
Words to live by.
We're only here to kill Sherikoth. Our bone isn't with the Emperor, okay?
That's right.
So one of the surviving cultists decides that Azlo is the bigger threat compared to Tokas right now. And so he runs around, gets on the other side of the pillar, and positions himself so that Azlo is between himself and the cloud. And he's going to attack.
Unfortunate.
But he does have the minus D6 to his attack rolls.
Oh, right.
Which doesn't matter because he rolled abysmally low anyway. Intelligence save to end the effect. That's 1.
Nice.
So, not doing so well. He just kind of staggers towards you and swings his dagger a couple of times. Second attack does hit.
That's with the minus D6?
Yep.
Okay.
But it's only with the dagger and it deals 4 points of damage.
Oh, wait. Mirror image. I forgot about that.
Oh,
right.
that's still active. Yes.
That's still active. All right. So that roll was a 2, so it does hit me.
Okay. So it hits you for 4 points of damage.
Yep.
Now it's Captain Clapton's turn, and fortunately, he makes his saving throw, stumbles out of the cloud, choking and gagging, barely alive.
Ugh.
He tries to get his bearings when he leaves, rubbing his eyes. At least he still has hands, not hooks, so he can do that.
But he doesn't have eyes.
That's true.
Rubbing his eye holes.
Well, they still hurt. That area still hurts.
Yeah.
He makes his way over towards the last cultist next to Tokas and attacks.
What did you think? I was going to let you hog all the fun?
So he comes out of the cloud swinging and brings down the last cultist there.
Yarg, matey.
And he's still trying to get a hold of himself. He's coughing too much to speak. Otherwise, I'm sure he'd have something witty and fun to say. Sharikath.
Oh, no.
Sherikoth, I choose you. For a battle to the death.
Sharikoth evolved into Shara Khan.
First thing he does is...
Realize the error of his ways and ask for forgiveness?
Beg for mercy.
he lays one hand on the shoulders of the mage next to him
Oh, no.
and casts some spell.
Oh, no. Please, no.
The next thing he does is he holds the scepter out towards Azlo, and a sudden gust of wind tries to blow you back into the cloud.
What? Can he even see me from there?
Well, it covers the whole area around you,
Okay.
so it's not an issue. Make a strength saving throw.
I happen to be very good at those.
Relatively speaking.
That is a 10 on the die and a total of 10.
Okay, so that is a failure.
Okay.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage from the battering winds,
Oh, it deals damage too?
Oof.
and they fling you up into the air and back well inside the cloud, where you land prone.
Wow.
When he does the wind, is the storm still conjured also from the scepter? Can we tell?
None of you can actually see that area where the thunderstorm was.
Okay, well, Azlo will let us know. There's still a lightning storm. Is the damage that you guys were taking from the cloud and the storm immediate, like at the beginning of turn kind of stuff?
From the thunderstorm, it was when he cast it, they took the damage.
But the cloud is at the beginning of our turn.
Cloud is at the beginning of your turn.
Cloud is beginning of turn. Would that cloud put you down, Azlo?
Probably, since I'm at 4 hit points, yeah.
Okay, we gotta think of something.
You might want to, yeah.
Do I have anything that would help me against that? I don't think so.
That ends Sharakath's turn. Shabba, now you need to make your constitution save.
Don't have a great con save. Azlo took a lot of damage, so yeah, I think I'm going to use my session insp.
Do you have Bardic? Do either of us have Bardic?
No. Crap, I rolled 10 on both dice, so that is a 12.
Nope, that's not enough. You take 26 points of poison damage.
Oh, wait, it's poison? Do any of us have resistance to poison?
Nope.
Gosh, it makes me wish we had some more of those like poison immunity potions from when we fought the poison dragon.
Yeah, the antitoxins.
Yeah.
So you can see that you're next to the edge of the cloud.
Yeah, so first things first, I'll step out of the cloud.
This is a tough one, Jay.
I'm saving all my files on my hard drive from now on.
So it really is like 20-something points of poison that Brian's going to experience, or does he just get like after effects? I don't understand.
Well, if the cloud's still there and he's still in it...
then yeah.
Yeah.
Do I get another save? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. If I thought there was any chance of me being able to go in and rescue Azlo, I would, but I think that would just be a death sentence for the both of us.
You also don't know where he is.
Right, exactly. I'd have to search around for him. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit as a 3rd level spell. And rather than...
Oh, you want to try to get up Elendria?
Yeah, rather than the spirit being in the form of Stripey, it's going to be in the form of a goat-headed humanoid with all the pomp and musculature of Kavaki himself. And I will summon said spirit in Elendria's space.
So as long as you still have the spell up on her turn, it'll heal her.
Mm-hmm. Then I kind of feel like I just have to take down this last mook who's standing by the pillar here, because he's going to prove a nuisance if I don't.
Could you move to be in line of sight of the mage and then ready a shot? I don't know if the cloud goes away if he dies, but if that's the case, if it's a concentration spell that might dissipate, I think if you wait until I've done something on my turn, it'll be worth your while.
So you're saying ready the action?
I don't know if we actually could Tokas and Shabba possibly even communicate that, where I want to do kind of like a combo with you is the problem. It seems metagamey, actually, the more I think about it.
Yeah.
Shabba, we need to take out the mage!
Yeah, I agree. You think the mage is a more important target than this guy who's sort of right next to me?
I would say technically the haste spell doesn't let you ready an action as part of its free actions.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
too.
why not just take a shot at the mage, hoping to disrupt the We hope it's a concentration spell, right? I'm not metagaming in the sense that I don't have stinking gas memorized. I don't know if it is concentration, but I feel like he's a priority target, not because of the ritual, but maybe we can get rid of the cloud.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go down past the pillar. So I have the mage in line of sight, and I'm going to spend my normal action.
I was trying to figure out some way to keep you in shadows while you're shooting, since you're still hidden technically, but I don't think you can see him and get a clear shot from the shadows.
If I stay along the wall in the shadows, then I can still see the mage.
Yeah, so you can shoot, you can get one shot with advantage, but at a -2 because the guy's in the way, providing cover.
That works.
That seems better. I was also going to say, you can't use your final lightning shot, or your second lightning shot. You can't use that with the haste attack, right? Haste is specifically a normal strike, normal attack?
No, I mean, I can use it with any attack, but I'm not going to. I've already used 2 lightning shots, and like I said, I want my bow for the remainder of this combat, so I will not be using my 3rd lightning shot unless it's literally the last attack that I ever make.
Yeah, I think the math checks out that a -2, but with advantage is surely still got to be
that's still better
shot.
Yep. All right. So targeting the mage. That's not bad. So the total is a 23 -2, 21.
That hits.
And he is below his hit point maximum. So I'll use my Colossus Slayer die to deal a total of 10 on that first attack.
The spell does not go down, and neither does the mage. He's still standing, but he does look...
Alright, I'll use the second of my 2 attacks, and that'll probably hit 2. That's a 26 minus 2 is a 24.
You cast a spell already.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action spell, the Healing Spirit.
It's a bonus action?
Oh, it's a bonus
Yes.
action spell, yeah.
Yes.
So you still have your full...
So I still have both of my actions. This is my my main action for this one.
I was thinking the spell was your full action, so...
No, so okay, I rolled really good on the damage that time. That was 12, 17.
Don't worry, Azlo, we'll think of something.
Spell still doesn't drop. However, you see, similarly to that first spellcaster that you took down, some sort of shimmering field around him cracks and shatters with that attack. And he's looking on death's door.
Okay, well, I do have my haste action that I can take one more attack with, so I think it's worth it, huh?
You think you can bring him down? I mean, the fact that you have advantage on these shots is excellent.
Very
Huge,
helpful,
yeah.
certainly, yes. So here goes nothing.
And the fact that you get extra damage against a wounded target, it's all coming up aces.
That is not as good. That's an 18 minus 2 is 16.
Desperate to keep himself up, he is going to shield on this last one. And block that one attack.
Man. All right. How can I place myself? I have a lot of movement remaining. I think I just want to be out of line of sight of both him and Sharikoth.
I mean, if you step into the cloud, you'd be concealed.
Well, no, I'm not stepping into the cloud, obviously. But I'll move right next to the cloud, the spot where I stepped out of the cloud, and with the pillar in between myself and those 2 guys, the mage and the Sharikoth.
Okay.
And I think that is going to do it.
Alright. It's the mage's turn. You notice the cloud of fog is slowly drifting away from you. It looks like it's probably headed down the corridor behind you.
Ah, interesting. Also, when the person cast the gust of wind, did that affect the cloud at all?
The gust happened outside the cloud and blew you into it, so no.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask.
Always worth a shot.
Yeah, I did think about it. Mage is starting to look kind of scared, actually, which is not an emotion that you expected to see on any of these cultists. He is desperate to survive at this point, so he is going to drop concentration on Cloud Kill.
Cloud kill. Holy
Sweet
crap,
guy.
dude. That spell's no joke.
I was going to say, I thought I remember Stinking Cloud just like causing you to retch and stuff,
Yeah.
not like actually deal damage.
Yeah, that makes sense. That explains a lot.
So he drops that one, and instead, this dome of ice forms around him and Sharikoth.
Whoa.
It basically covers the whole throne area in ice.
I cast Igloo.
So you can't see through the ice. It's thick enough and, I guess, white enough that you just can't see through to the other side.
Yeah.
But it engulfs the entire dais with the throne.
So it's opaque. We can't see into it.
Right. Elindria heals. I'm going to heal her.
Sweet. Yes, I do. A mighty 1. Yay!
A minimum.
One gets it done.
One is unfortunate with the damage reduction she still has.
Yeah, right.
It's okay, we'll do some more healing later.
She staggers to her feet and makes the decision that she does not want to leave this healing goat-headed person,
Shabba's Patronus.
Yeah.
even if she doesn't fully understand.
Right, if you had chosen Stripey again, she would understand that, oh, this little guy healed me last time. But she's just very confused.
Yeah, right. Believe in me, Elendria, and I will continue to heal your soul.
Yeah, he like reaches out his hand to her.
But should your belief falter, I will vanish into a wisp and never return. You must be strong in your faith,
Or I will gut you like a fish.
or I will wreak my vengeance upon thee.
Wow, Kavaki's harsh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Heck
he's
yeah,
no
dude.
joke, dude.
Yeah.
Elindria stands up and attacks Clegane with her sword
Click.
and hits once out of 3 times.
Quiggin?
Clegane? The right-hand man.
Ah, Queen.
Clegane.
Clegane.
Quiggin.
Cleekian.
I'm just going to call him Sandor Clegane.
Clegane. That's what I thought you said at first.
Yeah.
I wonder if they get cult names, you know? Like when you, like, LARP, like, you get new names, you know?
Yeah.
Because that's probably not the name he was born with.
Totally. They probably have a thing where you take, like, the first letter of your first name, and that's something, and then your last letter of your last name, and that's something else.
Tokas, it's your turn.
Azlo, I want you to know how much I love you. I was thinking of all sorts of weird, convoluted ways for me to, like, run into the cloud and, like, pick you up and grab you, or, like, lightning lure you out of the cloud. I'm very, very thankful, Shabba, that you shot the mage and rescued our friend. Actually, you single-handedly rescued both of them in one turn.
Oh, I mean, maybe I'm being modest, but I don't think so.
So, here's what I'm thinking. Shabba, you still have some health.
I do have some health.
You have some.
Which is why I'm standing on 2 feet. Are you thinking gnomish battering ram time? Ice igloo?
I was actually considering giving you resilience as well, but I guess there's not as many mooks dealing normal damage anymore. We're mostly dealing with magical damage now.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
So maybe I should just flank? Try to kill this guy.
Yeah, dude. That's a great... I love that, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to flank with Elendria on...
Clegane on the mountain who rides.
Sandor Clegane? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
What is that?
That's a
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Alright, so I will move my hex to him, and I'm going to wail.
Big spender.
I'm going to just roll it the old-fashioned way. I was trying to do some public rolls, but...
Always feels better to have the old plastic in the hand, you know what I'm saying?
It does.
The old polyhedrals.
These are metal die from Metal Dice Games.
Yes, metallicdicegames.com.
It's formerly Metallic Dice Games.
Discount code DGP10?
Yes,
pretty sure.
Formerly Metallic Dice Games, currently Fanroll.
FANROLL.com?
Fanrolldice.com.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're fans of rolling.
Correct.
Yeah.
As are they, I would imagine. And they've actually partnered this year, starting in 2024, with Hasbro itself. And they have a comprehensive Dungeons & Dragons dice and accessories collection.
Wow.
Use code DGP10 at checkout.
Gotta get that last ad in.
Yeah, exactly.
Last ad spot.
If they haven't bought dice by now, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen is they're going to finish listening to all 180 some episodes of our podcast, having never played D&D before, and then they'll decide, now I feel prepared after having learned so much about Dungeons & Dragons.
I think this is right for me. Yeah.
It's now time to try my hand at little D&D, so I'm going to buy some dice and get started on my role-playing journey.
I rolled really well. I imagine a 26 hits this guy.
Yes.
All right, so we're looking at 10 physical, magical, physical, 3 poison, 5 necrotic, and I think I'm going to green flame axe him. So I'm going to attack again.
One of these damage types has got to work.
One of the 7.
Oh, thank goodness I'm flanking with Elendria, because that was not so good. That was even worse. Okay, would an 18 hit this guy? He looks pretty formidable.
18 hits.
Phew.
It does hit. Nice. Okay. It's pretty bad. 1 poison, 2 necrotic. Very sad. But 10 magical physical. But it's the fire damage the second creature gets. My spell mod as well. Yeah. Well, I rolled a 2, so all that for 2 fire damage, guys.
Well,
yep.
2 is not 0.
Most numbers aren't 0 thing.
And he's actually looking very weak now, since you and Elendria have both been going all out on him as much as you can.
Elendria, let's bring him down. Don't lose heart.
Let's do this.
Okay, well, it's his turn.
Does he feel abandoned by his leadership?
Hey, you did the ice plan without me, guys. What's the big idea?
He's determined to keep on going here. You can't see any emotion on his face, as it's completely covered in his beaked mask.
Yeah, well, I bet he's really disappointed underneath it.
Yeah, probably. And probably shaking in his boots.
He's not angry, just disappointed.
Oh, did he have any concentration effects going? Because I'm a mage slayer.
No, he has not cast any spells.
Okay, just double checking. Just gotta milk that ability for all it's worth, because it's pretty terrible.
You got to.
It's very, very specific.
He moves off, so he's not being flanked by you, and is instead flanking Tokas, along with the other lesser cultist who's still alive.
Feints within feints.
Flanks and flanks.
Flanks within flanks. That's a Dune reference for anybody unfamiliar.
Neither read nor watched Dune.
Well, that's not my fault you're missing out on life, Thane. It's not my fault that your choices in life are lackluster. The book and the movie are both so worth it.
Choice.
He swings with his short sword once and misses, swings again and hits. Are you going to do anything?
I don't know, guys.
Don't do anything, Tokas. Don't let him tempt you.
Maybe... Well, I don't know when I'm going to get to use this last level 1 spell slot, though, honestly, in the rest of this fight.
I mean, we still have to fight Sharakoth and or the Emp, so there's that.
Okay. I'll be conservative, but here I might lose the hex, though, if he hits me, is the thing. And then it's like... It's not that I'm losing no slots. It's that I'm essentially giving up an active spell to take this... Tokas is pretty good at concentration, though. All right, yeah, bring it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Make a Constitution save.
No!
Because if you don't not use that spell, when are you going to use up all the hit points you have?
Right, that's fair. That should save. Let me make sure.
Hit points are a resource to be spent like anything else.
Absolutely.
Philosophy of fire.
Yep, that's a 12 total.
Okay, that's a failure. So you take 8 piercing damage and 16 poison damage.
Ooh, spicy. Spicy poison.
Oh, actually, I was 1 die short. 8 piercing damage and 17 poison damage.
Oh, thank goodness it was a 1. I'm pretty sure it's about time for Captain Clapton to call in his parrots a la the eagles in Lord of the Rings to carry us away to safety.
His parrots is that... Didn't you leave them somewhere?
Yeah, on the ship. Don't remind me.
They're entertaining Nibrin right now.
Yeah, they are.
Nibrin's probably watching this fight through your shield.
Probably.
He's got like some popcorn and he's like got the parrots on his shoulders.
Yeah, he rigged up a little projector and they're projecting it onto the side of the ship and all the crew are just sitting there. It's movie night under the stars. Movie night under the bag, I should say.
They're like, yeah, weren't we supposed to do something? do you remember what they told me?
Do you remember what they said to do if stuff got real bad? Didn't they say to go set off a nuclear reaction and fly into the side of the fort?
They fly into the eye of the storm, into the heart of the caldera. Actually, maybe they are going to see how bad this is and try to get to us. That's a fair point.
After making his attacks, Clegane disengages and hides himself in the shadows. He doesn't have the option to take the hide action, but he...
Oh, wait, you're saying he disengaged?
He disengaged.
'Cause I hadn't...
Yes. Cunning action.
Oh, man.
Coward.
Wow, he can attack like that and disengage in one turn.
Coward! Come back here and fight like a real masked man.
The one cultist that he was flanking with tries to make his attacks at Tokas and misses, doesn't make his saving throw against the intelligence check. So he's still kind of stupefied. He backs up around the ice wall, kind of takes partial cover around the corner. Azlo, you are relieved to see that the cloud has dissipated after you were flung inside of it.
The cloud and the thunderstorm. Yes, very relieved. So relieved, in fact, that I will go run into a corner of the room and hide from all my enemies and cry myself to sleep.
It's a veritable bounty of not death.
Yeah.
Is it finally time?
Guys, I'm pretty sure it's finally time. I don't know about you, but considering that I'm at 4 hit points and I have no spell slots left.
Yeah.
But that's like the ideal scenario for this potion, that you expended all your spells.
The fewer resources you have, the better.
Yeah, 1 turn ago, I still had my 5th level spell slot and 41 hit points. So I was like, I don't really need to use it yet. Now's the time.
How times have changed.
Do you have a bardic inspiration to use up before you do that?
Yeah, actually, that's true.
Oh, yeah, you could bardic somebody.
I give it to Shabba.
Heck yeah, Doug.
Shabba, you're looking great in this by the lava light.
Woo! Hey-oh! Thanks. Drink up, my friend.
I reach deep down inside, both emotionally and in my pack, and pull out the potion that I've been holding on to since like episode -1.
Is this the character development we've been waiting for Azlo?
Yes, it is.
Like he's finally at the end of himself and realizes I have no other option but to drink this potion.
I found my courage at last. He looks at it and he just thinks, think how much gold I could have sold this for. And then he pops the top and...
Is that why you're holding on to it this whole time?
Drinks the bottled sleep.
And while you're doing that, the ghostly Kavaki goes over and pulls Mechalola out of your pack and just plays a wailing solo. Just like a rager of a solo.
Melts the faces of all the cultists.
Yeah, and then he puts it back in your pack and goes back to Alendria.
All right, so this wave of comfort and relief and rest and healing just washes over you. You feel so relaxed, at least physically. You've never felt so comfortable in your whole life. And then 3 seconds later it passes, but you are fully refreshed.
Yes, awesome. I got all my HPs, all my spell slots.
Your bardics.
And all my bardics, yep.
Man.
That's all coming back to me now.
I'm hoping for one of them.
Actually, that was my bonus action to give the Bardic Inspiration, so now I can't cast my healing spell as a bonus action.
Oh, is that your plan to do that?
I was thinking about it, yeah.
I suggested it in the first place. You want to just scratch that off?
Yeah, because...
It might actually be worth it because Alendria is near death.
Yeah, exactly. All of us are hurting a little bit.
And so is Clapton.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that.
What's the maximum targets in range?
6, I think.
Yeah, that'd be a juicy heal because all of us are hurt, including myself.
Up to 6 creatures.
Yeah, so your whole party.
Well, except for you. You're not hurt, but...
Not anymore.
It's still a decent return.
When you drank the potion and said, it's all coming back to me, I couldn't help it, since you're a bard, think of that Celine Dion song. Except you're like singing to the potion. When I drink you like this, when I quaff you like that, oh, it's hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me.
Celine, your voice has changed. It's a lot deeper these
A
days.
little deeper than usual.
Hey, that's a song that I actually know.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
It's old
Finally.
enough and popular enough that thing.
Yeah, hey, another first in the podcast. A song Thane actually knows.
There have been a couple.
So yes, I range 60 feet.
You have to be somewhere where you can see everyone.
There. Okay, so before I move, I can see everyone. Yeah. So target Shabba, Alendria, Captain Clapton, and Tokas with a mass healing word.
Is this an upcast one, or...
I was just thinking about that.
Is it worth it? Wait, how does it scale? Does it scale well or not really?
It only adds an extra D4
That's terrible scaling. Are you kidding me?
for a 4th level spell slot. Yeah,
But it's a D4 to everyone.
to everyone.
Hey.
That's true.
To everyone.
Yeah, but like if you roll low on it,
Yeah.
what is it
Yeah.
base? What's its base?
Base is 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability mod, which is plus 6.
Yeah, I feel like just the minimum casting is sufficient.
Yeah, just the reg skis.
Yeah.
All right.
If it scaled better, I would like it.
Cool. That's a 3. So everybody gets 9.
Woo!
9
Oh,
HPs.
yeah.
Here's some danger to us. You read the contract, and so did I. Avoiding lawsuits, what I'm thinking of. I am bound by law not to let you die. I just want to tell you why I'm healing. Gotta make you understand. Now I'm gonna heal you up. Now that your HP's down. Never gonna let these enemies hurt you. Never gonna let you die. Well, I guess I have to try, or else I will need to reimburse you.
Oh, man.
Hey, all right.
Yes! Hey, listeners, you had no idea that you were about to get rickrolled. did
Yeah,
you?
we just waited till the very last episode, last combat.
Yeah,
to,
but
Felt
that's-
like the right time.
yeah.
That's the best time to rickroll because you don't want to turn off the audience
Right,
Right.
exactly.
at the start.
Very
Please
nice.
still listen to the rest of today's episode.
Yeah, please don't shut us
In
off
spite.
in anger.
in spite of what that was. Yeah, that was great.
Nice.
Okay, I hide behind a pillar and pass my turn.
So the cultist that last attacked Azlo can no longer reach you because of how far you've been pushed and run. So he goes up behind Captain Clapton and attacks and hits. So he stabs Captain Clapton with his dagger, deals us a little bit of damage, but the captain's still up, possibly thanks to that healing. And he goes right afterwards, turns and attacks, and gets the natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Captain on a tear.
I'm impressed that he's still alive at this point, because he's like the most normal-ish person in the party, you know? From a combat perspective is what I mean.
Yeah, he is of
like,
perhaps the most dubious ability, but I mean, he's proven himself.
I'm just glad he's still with us.
So he turns back, stabs the cultist, turns towards where Clegian ran, and hits him as well.
Just because he's blind and crippled doesn't mean he can be a functional contributing member of this party, Tokas.
He's definitely showing his worth to the party right now in this moment.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember how I pronounced his name initially. Clegian or Clegian?
Just go with Clegane. That's good. He's got him pinned in a corner.
Yeah, the masked figure is kind of pinned in the corner by Captain Clapton as he's now slashing it with his saber. But he is still alive, but he's just barely hanging on. You hear angry, muffled shouting from within that wall of ice. You can't make out what he's actually saying, but...
You imbecile! How could you do this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what could have gone wrong.
I told you to make this igloo at least 3 times as big.
So, he doesn't do anything as far as you can see, other than yell. Shabba.
Well, I reckon I ought to attend to this cultist who's hanging out over by this pillar here. Has he not done anything, Altoria? Oh, I guess he can't really see me. Am I still concealed from him?
Oh, I forgot when it was his turn.
Oh, I forgot about him, eh? Well, I'll remind you with a shot.
Well, don't worry, I rolled a 1 and a 4 on what would have been his attacks, so...
Okay,
Nice.
fair enough. Alright, I'm going to shoot at... Can he see me? Am I concealed from him in the shadows?
You didn't take the action to hide, so you're not hidden.
Yeah, couldn't you try to hide and then shoot him?
I'll do that right now. My bonus action.
So you'll get 1 shot with advantage.
Okay. I rolled a 22 on my stealth check. Figure that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And the shot's going to be a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits. And this is the first hit on him, so you don't get your bonus.
Alright, that's 11 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh, that is a natty twinzo.
Natty twinzo.
And I do get to use my Colossus Slayer die here, so this is going to be a lot of damage. 11, 15, 25.
And in 1 turn, you bring him from full to dead.
Wow.
You still had another shot, didn't you?
I do have another
Nice.
action that I can take, because I hit as a bonus action. So,
Before you do anything else, with this one, you see the circle flash one last time as a purple bright color, and then there's a slow rumble that's beginning,
oh no.
as if something is definitely about to happen.
Ooh,
Run!
sweet cripes.
Everybody run! And I just take off running at double speed.
Yeah, maybe we should actually run.
I don't know.
Like, do we know if whatever's being summoned is going to be friendly?
We have no idea. We have no clue.
Yeah. Maybe we should retreat.
I think we should position ourselves by the door so that if it's bad, then we can leave.
That's not a bad idea.
That's how Azlo has handled most of his life.
Yeah, get ready to run.
Or at least, like, conceal ourselves behind the pillars so we're not the first thing that it sees.
Yeah.
Could also be good.
That's true.
Shabba, you've got 1 action left.
Alright, I'm going to use my last haste action to target Sandor Clegane. Am I concealed from him?
No, you lost your hide when you were shot.
Oh, after I attacked. Okay. That's a 25 to hit.
Hit.
Alright. And he is near death. Oh, I've already used my Colossus Slayer this turn, so I can't. Again, and that's 6 damage.
Is that a once per turn thing?
I thought it's passive.
No, it is a passive, but it's only once per turn.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So how much?
For 6.
6. Well, he had 3.
Yeah!
Nice.
Boom!
So you and the captain, his sword and your arrow, pin him against the wall, briefly before he falls.
I think it's fair to say we made it happen. Then you could have just said that instead.
Yeah. We were all thinking it.
There you go. It's a rare 2-kill turn for Shabba. And I think with the bountiful movement with which I am currently blessed, I will indeed make my way to the doorway.
Do you have an interact action to close the door as well?
I haven't used an object interaction, so I could close it, but I don't want to completely shut you guys out of my life forever.
Well, it might be worth it, though, because, like, the guy might be summoned this next turn.
I'll halfway close it and kind of, like, peer around the edge, you know? Like,
Okay, so you run behind the door and take cover, basically.
I'll take full cover behind the door, yes. Yes, indeed.
Well, full cover means you can't be peeking around the edge.
Okay, I'll take most cover. I'll take everything but the top of my head and my eyes covered.
I'll take 90% cover.
Yeah. Alright, and I'm done.
Only moments pass, but then a sudden pulse of energy washes over the room, knocking everyone still inside off their feet and blasting you against the nearest wall.
Ooh, yikes.
Where does that put me and Alendria?
Yeah, what about Alindria? She's standing right in the center, right next to the glowing ball of magical energy.
Her body just explodes.
She disintegrates, yeah.
Alindria gets flung against the back left pillar. Azlo goes into the back left corner.
Ooh.
Tokas is against the front right pillar. Captain Clapton's against the right wall.
This is like, what is it, Brian? This is like in DBZ when the power level is like so much higher than yours. you can't even like stand in their presence,
yeah. They just knock you back.
The sounds of battle fade into a quiet stillness. You try to shake off the pain and shock and see what happened. The lamps on the pillars have been extinguished, leaving only the dim glow from the magic circle. And there, hovering a few inches off the ground, you see a pale apparition of a man robed in ancient kingly garb. The ghostly figure carries himself with regal bearing, standing head and shoulders above most men. A long beard hangs from his face, and his eyes seem almost to glow a bright blue. He surveys the scene around him, eyes pausing on each fallen body. The ice wall that had protected Sharakath and his mage was also destroyed as part of this explosion of energy.
Whoa.
But Sharakath was protected from the blast, so he is the first to recover, and as soon as he sees the ghost standing there, he rises from the throne and kneels and speaks, bowing his head as he removes the crown and proffers it to the ghost.
O great Emperor, we have given all to call you back to this world in need of guidance. I ask you to once again arise and take your seat upon the throne, to rule and bring order to a land rife with chaos. Your devoted followers stand ready to do your bidding.
What's left of them?
Well, there are a few. The ghost watches, his face seemingly clouded over, and makes no move to respond. After several seconds, Sharakath speaks again.
Forgive me, your majesty, for it appears your summoning is incomplete. There are some present among us who sought to prevent your call. Once they are removed, I swear I will see to it that you once again have a body to inhabit, to exert your will on the world and set all things right.
Sharakath stands and gently places the crown on the seat of the throne, then turns and brandishes the scepter towards you.
Oh boy.
His right-hand mage casts a spell, and Tokas, you need to make a dexterity saving throw as you see writhing black tentacles burst out of the ground all around you and start trying to grab you.
No.